Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's show. I'm Lady Leeanna, and this is Tarot Card Lessons Made Easy, where we are highlighting various cards within the major arcana, pairing two that are as similar as possible together so that we can cover more territory and so it ain't as confusing for folks. And today we are highlighting the Magician card for one, okay, and the World card for another. And I encourage you to draw out your two cards within your deck now so that you can go over those with me and in deep detail. Alrighty? Okay, these are two of my favorite cards in the whole deck. One, because the world means great happiness, and the Magician because it represents power to make happen what you want for the most part. Let's first start, though, with the symbols within the cards, and then go from there, taking the Magician card first. Okay, as you see, he's surrounded, floor and ceiling, if you consider it so, with all kinds of foliage and flowers mixed within the foliage. And this typically means prosperity, abundance, and fertility. Okay, and he's holding a reed in one hand. The reed typically means control. Now he's clothed with a white garment, which is underneath his red cloak. The white garment typically represents purity, and it's a covering for the body, so it's talking about pure energy, will, meaning very intense and untempted, pure within the body, purity, pure will, and strength. Now, the red cloak that goes over that has a lot to do with sexuality, but only as, a symbol would be concerned. It's man's animal passions, which goes in more different areas than just sexuality, like one's jealousy, one's criminalistic mind, one's desires for things that aren't good for them, and that's what the red cloak represents. But he's holding the reed, which means empowering over that, being able to rise above one's animal passions, being able to do the right thing, to hold the right focus, you see. Now, he's standing behind a table, which the four legs of the table and the table itself represent stability. And one needs to be stable in order to be either focused or be able to overpower his own desires or whatnot, as the red cloak dictates. But there are four tools laying on the top of this table, and each of these items, they represent a different direction and a different element of the earth: air, water, fire, and earth. And, the power that one can acquire from this. Let's see, the cosmic lemniscate is the figure eight that rests over the head of the Magician laying on its side, which typically represents eternity. There's no start and no stop, no beginning and no end. It just goes on, like the circle. It means basically the same thing, only in this case it's a lot more powerful. So this card in particularly means will, mastery, skill, occult wisdom, organization, the ability to take power from above and direct it through desire into manifestation to make happen what you want, which means the ball is in your court. You can make happen whatever you set your mind to because you're empowered by everything that's around you. The situation rests on you, not on anyone else. Now, if you turn this card in the upside down position, it takes the power, actually, out of your hands and it rests it in the hands of someone else. Also, could be token that you're a doormat, that you're controlled by other people, and that things aren't so prosperous for you, that you're not so victorious, and your life is unstable. A very, very deep card, really. And basically it can represent lack of prosperity, may live in poverty. Okay? And that's the Magician card. Now, let's look at the World card. And it is more empowering than even the Magician. It shows the God system around you and the guardians of the Watchtower. The power of the four directions, again, is represented here. But encircled by a wreath is a woman who is naked, for the most part, but has a little bit of modesty as a blanket swoops around her body and drags the ground to some degree. Basically, truth and purity, the pure body, the true essence of oneself, but with a little modesty involved. And the wreath itself representing prosperity, victory, triumph. And it's in the form of a circle, meaning no start and no end. Taking power from the world around one rather than that which is above. Empowering oneself through, I guess, a little bit of arrogance to some degree, but modestly put. Nonetheless, it has a lot of meaning in this particular card, and your four entities, one in each corner of the card, represents the falcon or eel, whichever it is. They represent the same thing, which is strength. The man, civilized nature and knowledge and wisdom above all other animals. The cow, stability. And let's see, what else we got? The lion is courage and strength within oneself. Just think of the Wizard of Oz, how the lion just wanted to get that courage, Anyway, that's what the lion is always about, is the courage and strength. But your world card is the world weighing in your favor around you, living happy, prosperous, celebratory. The reed in the hand of the lady is putting control in her hands, which means she controls her own destiny, her own life, through the forces around her, and is able to make happen whatever it is that she decrees that she would like to see happen. And so she's a very empowering lady. In the upright position, the subject of the reading will get her wish, will succeed, just like in the Magician card, victorizing whatever the goal is, and the ball rests in her court. In the upside down position, it would mean the opposite of all of that, and could also mean something crumbling, the world crumbling all around the subject of the reading, things falling apart, a bad relationship where it's ending in respect to the Lover's card or other cards that might circulate around it in the reading. But the world crumbling down around one's feet, things overturning for the negative, could mean the death of someone who's brought about changes in life for the worst, agony. And so the world card could be in the reverse position, a very bad card. Also, the subject of the reading will not get their wish. So, very deep issues within this card. Now, the red ribbons in the upper and lower portion of the wreath typically mean cross ties, trying to hold one's world together in the upside down position. And in the upright position, one crossing your path, that could be a lover that would help to make your life a lot better, and that they would be there eternally. Could mean an everlasting love in respect to other cards. Alrighty, well, this has been this edition of Tarot Card Lessons Made Easy with Lady Leeanna, and I hope that you got all that you needed out of these two particular cards. They're quite simply put, but they're very important, no less, and you need to stay on it for 20 minutes per each card whenever we finish here, and kind of meditate on them yourself and see what you pull out. Remember always that the symbols within your head are your own symbols, and the things that you see, whatever they hit your mind to be, are your true meanings. Now, I can help by pointing you in the right direction, but remember, it's only a beginning, and there's no end to what these cards could mean whenever they're placed with any of the other 76 cards within the deck of the Rider-Waite set. So you take care, and bright blessings to you. May your path always lead you in the right direction. Always, always study, because that's the only way you're going to get to where you want to be. And you have all my hopes and wishes for you on that. Alright? Bye-bye for now, and you take care.